It's quite a dark and dismal day, which really fits my mood. Today though, another unboxing video because my computer is broken and pretty much all I can do is unboxing videos. From Amazon, like they all are, I have no idea what this is. Judging from the size, it is an omnibus or a big hardcover, and I have no idea what hardcovers I have ordered. I try not to order them because I don't have any shelf space for them. I've nowhere to store this. Really haven't a clue what's in here. I'm going to need a knife to open it. Just cut there. Oh, that was embarrassing, wasn't it? Clean cut at all. We'll get a laugh at Amazon's awful protection, putting a sheet of paper that isn't even covering it. It looks like Spider-Man. Oh, this is a pretty weak cover. Spider-Man Omnibus. This is volume 4. So yeah, I've got volumes 1 to 4 now. This is a really weak cover, really bad. Oh, I really hate this cover. It's this is just a bad cover. Yeah, this has got the early Spider-Man issues. What we got? Oh, spine's black. Good. Fucking hate it when I put stuff on the spine because all my other omnibuses have got the black spine like this. And lately they've been doing fucking like the Infinity Wars omnibus that had Wolfman there. That had all this action going on. This is something they stopped doing as well. On the back they used to have all the covers of what it collects, but then they started putting an image on the back instead. This collects Amazing Spider-Man 105 to 142, plus giant size superheroes and Marvel superheroes 14. Quite a big roster of Spider-Man stories. We've got the night Emma Stone's died. We've got the first appearance of the Punisher, created by Gary Conman. We have got when Larry Osborn becomes the Green Gobbler. A lot of classic, iconic Spider-Man stories. And this is going to be the very last omnibus, the very last Spider-Man omnibus that I buy. Because starting with issue 138, I've got the series in trade paperbacks. Well, I didn't really. I've just got a trade paperback that's got 138 to 151. So it makes sense not to bother getting the next one, if they do a next one. Plus, I didn't have shelf space for any of these big hardcovers. Let's see if they've done what I hate. Oh, thank fuck they haven't. There, that is beautiful, that. Fucking... Oh, they've not even embossed it anymore. That's bad. They've just printed it. It used to be nice and shiny and embossed, but now it's not. They've also printed the logo on the spine. So let's see what we've got. There's the story where Larry Osborn becomes the Green Gobbler. There's some of the creators. We've got Stanley Lee, Gary Conman, creator of The Punisher, Junior Senior, Gail Kane, and Andrew Ross. Spider-Man there fighting the Insidious 6. This is one of the issues I already have. This is issue 142, I think. First appearance of The Punisher there, created by Gary Conman. Spider-Man logo there. First issue is 105. It is a Spider Slayer one, and I fucking hate the Spider Slayers. Rubbish. One of the worst Spider-Man villains. Doctor Strange. Looks like Spider-Man teams up with Doctor Strange. Taking photos there. And this is before they had Instagram, because Spider-Man, he was ahead of the curve. There he is having some sort of a bad dream. Oh, there's Unterman. Haven't read much early Unterman. This might be when they give him magic nipples that fire lasers. I hope it is, because that made Unterman a really good character. I think more characters should fire lasers out of their nipples. Now he's fighting a monkey man. Spider-Man, he likes fighting animals. He's always taking it out on the animals. 112. Spidey cops out. Oh, this sounds like a politically charged issue. Just fucking keep your politics out of me comics. There's Dan Slott there, fighting Spider-Man. This is back before he was a writer. This is when he was just a character in the comics. There he is again. The Smasher. Now I'm quite a Marvel boffin. I've got all the handbooks and stuff, and I have never fucking heard of the Smasher before. Oh, the Hulk is in it. Spidey versus the Hulk. You will not stop Hulk from smashing. Damn, nothing can. Maybe not green skin, but I am still going to try, even if it kills me. Which it probably will. I doubt it will, because this is only issue 119, and there's like another 800 issues of Spider-Man to go. So Spider-Man, he fights the Hulk. Hulk looks really angry, because he usually is. Oh, this is a really stupid place to put that. We've got an advert there for... Oh, God, no, it's one of them Dracula comics. They scare me. Yeah, why you have to just put a fucking introduction in the middle of the book? This is from the Marvel Masterworks. They have introductions written by the creators, so they've just fucking popped one in the middle of this book. This is Gary Conman, creator of the Punisher, probably whinging about the police or whatever. And here we have, this is the night Emma Stones died. What happened was, Emma Stones, the Green Gobbler, Norman Osborn, killed her because Emma Stones was rubbish in those films. And Spider-Man, he gets really angry and he punches the Green Gobbler. And like, the Green Gobbler, he's probably knocked out there. That's why he's not saying ow. But it was quite a big loss to Spider-Man. He lost his girlfriend, but it's alright, because then he started banging the supermodel Mary James, who was much nicer than Emma Stones. Oh look, Luke Cage is in this. This must be quite an early appearance from him. Hang it up, web spinner. Maybe you make those strap hanger types shiver in their boots. But you are just another job to Luke Cage's hero for hire. And he's punching Spider-Man. Oh, he's looking very angry there. I wonder if this one has something to do with police brutality or something, because Gary Conman, creator of the Punisher, is writing it. So they're including all the letter columns, it seems. Nothing wrong with that, fine with that. Mary James there, supermodel, very pretty. And there's one of them dog people. Someone's got a magic necklace there. Watch out, Wallcrawler, when the kangaroo bounces back. That's not a kangaroo, that is a person. Fucking stupid comic. Does Gary Conman not know his Australian animals? Mary James again, we're getting a lot of her. Then we've got, oh, it looks like Birdman. He's in it. They used to use him in loads of old Spider-Man stories. Oh, here we have the first appearance of the Punisher. That is the cover there. That's the Punisher there, created by Gary Conman. Just a minute. Look here. Look right there. Gary Conman, scripter, which means writer and creator. So he created the Punisher. Gary Conman, he definitely created the Punisher. And what happens in this story, I've read this one before, is this little green fella. It's not the Green Gobbler, don't be confused. It looks like him because he is green, but it's not. This is someone else entirely. He's called Jekyll. He hires the Punisher and convinces the Punisher that Spider-Man is a killer, that he is a criminal. So Punisher, created by Gary Conman, he wants to kill Spider-Man because Spider-Man is a criminal. But then they have a fight, and later on, the Punisher finds out that he has been lied to. So they team up and they fight the Jekyll, but the Jekyll gets away. And you might think that's a bit of a loose end to end on. Surely the Punisher is going to be out for revenge against the Jekyll, but now ever comes of that. Then we've got this issue, also by Gary Conman. Gary Conman, when did he take over writing a book from Stanley Lee? Gary Conman. I'm guessing, oh no, really early on, because Stanley Lee's last issue was on 100, and then Roger Thomas took over. So does this start with the very first Gary Conman issue? That would make sense. Story by, no, this is still Stanley Lee. I was sure he left issue 100. What's he doing writing issue 105? What we got here? No credits there. Oh no, they're hidden in this pipe. Still Stanley Lee. I mean, most of you probably can just go on Wikipedia and look at when Stanley Lee stopped writing, or when Gary Conman started writing. I think it might be this issue because Doctor Strange is in it. Nope, still Stanley Lee. As I said, this is me trying to find something out that you could find out faster than watching this video. Could it be this one? Nope, still Stanley Lee. Hold on, will it not be when he fucking had... No, it was before that, weren't it? Yeah. Right, yeah, this Gary Conman, him and Stanley Lee are both credited for this one. So, I'll go back one, see if it's the same for issue 117. Additional dialogue by Gary Conman. So 116 seems to be his first issue. Did I already do 115? I feel like I did. This is by edited by Roger Thomas. Yeah, this is just Gary Conman, this one. Oh, this is really confusing. Let's go back another issue. Right, this one, where's the credits? This is Gary Conman, 113. So maybe he took over 112. I'm sure I'm going to be repeating. Right, Gary Conman for 111 and 110 here. This is Stanley Lee. So he took over 111. Oh, this is when Dan Slott tries to marry Aunt May. Hilarious story. Oh, there's a big explosion. Oh, that isn't the honeymoon. Then we've got another introduction from the Marvel Masterworks. Spider-Man fighting some gold bloke. Oh no, one of them Draculas. Get out of here, I'm not looking. Then we've got Spider-Man again. Spider-Man. It's like this is a Spider-Man collection or something. This is when Larry Osborn is the Green Gobbler. And after this issue, or maybe the issue after, is when that other trade picks up. Yeah, this one. This is where the trade I have starts with the Bear Man. Really good story, this one. Really enjoy it. It's got Spider-Man fighting Smokey the Bear. And Smokey the Bear, the Jekyll has gotten him involved as well. The Jekyll, he's really nasty. We'll be reaching the end now. Wonder how much extras we've got. Looks like we've got a fair bit. This will be the last issue, I'm guessing. There's Spider-Man using one of his superpowers, which is he fucking loves to sleep. Right, and here we are with the extras. The end. Nice definitive way to end my Omnibus collection. Right, original artwork there, but it looks like there's quite a bit of a backstory behind it. Stanley Lee and Junior Senior contributed this Spider-Man strip on the 1972 presidential race to the April 1972 issue of the New York Times Magazine. Spidey swings past incumbent President Richard Nixon, panel 1, and then reviews the candidates running for the Democratic Party nomination, including a bunch of people I didn't care about. So, I suppose this is a notable art page if you're a fan of them politicians. Then we've got this. This is a cover to Foom magazine, Foom. How sad day for the night Emma Stones was killed. That's a cover for a reprint, annual number 9, which reprinted, despite the cover, it reprinted Spectacular Spider-Man 2 rather than the night Emma Stones died. Some more stuff, interviews, a word search. I don't know. I don't know what words I'm looking for. I'll see if I can find some without any clue. Mom, that might be one there. Mom. Stan, like Stanley Lee. Roy, like Roy Sternman, who eventually writes Spider-Man. Quimby, like Jack Quimby. OMG. People forget that Stanley Lee invented Oh My God, OMG. So, plug. Quite a lot of words hidden here. So that can keep you entertained for a week if you're bored. Here's some more stuff from the magazine. That's price guides, I think. We got a little like puzzle there, like you've got to make a picture. There is some art there of Junior Senior, and he's surrounded by all the things that he has drawn. Some more press stuff. Adverts there. Adverts, cover for comic, stuff from that. Yeah, it's kind of all samey sort of stuff, original art now. Line work, really early line work. I suppose one of the problems with these really early stories is they don't have all that much in the way of extras. Like, it's usually just stuff like line art. Very rarely do they have like designs, like doodles, people trying to work out designs for characters, or script changes, stuff like that. Well, yeah, speaking of the devil, here is the original character design for the Punisher, created by Gary Conman. He created that character, and there's the line work for the cover, and it looks like maybe originally he was wearing a mask, or he was bald, or he had a worse hairline. Punisher there, created by Gary Conman. Here's some covers to Marvel Tales, which reprinted Spider-Man stories. Some interesting covers later on. They get Todd McFarlane to do the covers. These are kind of, well, that one there, that one's just fucking pretty much identical to the, actually all these are pretty much the same other than the copy. They're the same colours as the issues. Well, they've changed the colour there. It's changed it from yellow to red. And then we've got an introduction as an outro. Oh, now we've got some good extras in my opinion. We've got stuff like this is a cover to a trade paperback. There's been loads of trade paperbacks reprinting when Emma Stones died, so we've got loads of art inspired by that story, recreating. Oh, well, we don't have that much. There's only 2 pages of it. Got some more introductions. And why did they break it up when there's another cover for a trade? There's Spider-Man fighting Dan Slott. This is from a trade paperback that collected various stories where Spider-Man fought Dan Slott, I imagine to tie in with Spider-Man 2, the film. There's that awful cover like this I've got. I'll get around to reading this eventually, but I'll probably have to read volumes 1 to 3 first. Production wise, this seems quite cheap really. Not even fucking embossed it. The contents probably good. I rate this 7 thumbs up.